And 2 done. I haven't located any special rooms on the intervening floors, so 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about my auto map or my memory fading on the other ones. I do want to do one other thing though. So when I come back here and I have lost my memory, I want to make sure I know to go that way. So yeah. Go down here, dummy. Alright. Because I'm going to lose my auto memory, or my map memory, by the time I come back here, if I do. Alright. Close that door, close that. 10 p.m. Should I try to sleep? I should probably try to sleep. Then get driving in the morning if I do manage it. Don't think I left anything behind. Let's drop the... Actually, don't need to drop anything. I need to sleep inside. If I sleep out here, I'm going to have to put earplugs in and I won't hear things tunneling through my vehicle to get to me. So, we'll go sleep in here again. I'll let blobs or something kill me. Ugh. I get so wound up about those stupid percent chance numbers. Back through chat here, see what comments I missed. I think I've got more ammo for the M4. I was only firing the M4 basically just to get some free level ups on my rifle, which I'm not overly concerned about. As long as I get it to level 2 and can install my M2 in the van, I'm perfectly happy. Failure chance is altered by... So each CBM has a difficulty number attached to it. So the really powerful, rare CBMs are much harder to install successfully. They have a higher modifier. And then based on your skills, your first aid, computer, and mechanics skills, I don't think it's electronics. I can't remember now. I've forgotten exactly which 3. But first aid's the number 1. Those skills then lower the difficulty. So you might start at like 65% failure chance at 0 skills, and each point of skill lowers the difficulty by a certain amount. So theoretically, with high skills, you should be able to push the difficulty down on even the really tough CBMs to like 35, 30. You're still always going to have a chance to fail those. And I got no problem with that. That whole process is great. Like I said, all I care about is that whatever number they show me actually represents, in some way, some tangential accommodation with the actual real-world results that I've had over about 400 installation attempts. I mean, back when it was the first 50 times that I noticed the discrepancy, sure, negative bias, no problem. I remember the bad stuff more than I remember the good stuff, all that. The next 50 times it happened, I started to get a little upset. The next 100 times, I started really raging about it, and it just keeps happening every single time. Every single time I go through this process where I go to install a bunch of CBMs, the numbers that I get are just vastly out of whack with what I should have gotten. I never seem to have the effects that are anywhere near what the failure numbers they're giving me actually are. So, unless there's some hidden modifiers they don't tell you about, or something that changes it, and the number they show you is just not right. So, whatever. That's my rant for this session. I can only maintain the rant for a period of time, otherwise I'll go berserk. Alright. Any of the regulars have heard me make this rant 30 times now, so... It's always fun when somebody new watches and hears me rant about it and tries to explain to me what the negative bias is and how that whole thing works. Alright, so we're awake. It is 7 a.m., perfect timing. We're going to get driving again right after we nom some food. Let's nom. We did pick up some MREs. What else we got hiding back here? Pine nuts, chocolate bars. Oh yeah, I need to be hitting the pine needle tea. We'll have some pine needle tea. Oh, what else? I'll save the tin can stuff. Save the fruit. Whip up some oatmeal. Nah, just keep hitting the pine nuts. Alright, pine nuts done. Van's loaded up. Make sure nothing's out behind me that I accidentally dropped on the ground. Whoops. What did I drop? I dropped... What the hell did I drop? Recycler unit. That's the extra one. I already got one installed. So, we already have a recycler unit. Alright, so that was intentional. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get moving. I've had it with labs for now. Where are we gonna go? I was gonna try to work my way around this city a bit and see what we could spot. We've got gas. I need a lucky cargo truck and a lucky military vehicle with an M2. If I can get those two out in the open somewhere, that would pretty much finish up my mods with my vehicle, make things a little easier. And then we will take on targets of opportunity on our extermination list. I may or may not return back to our starting area where we had tracked a few. We know where there's spider basements. We know we've got a shipwreck over here. We know we've got fungal towers over here. We've not yet found a wasp nest. We've got an anthill. I haven't seen an acid anthill yet. I think the Triffid Nest and the Wasp House are the only things, oh, and the acid ant, are the only things we haven't at least found one example of that we could go deal with. And I have to decide what clearing an anthill actually means. Killing the queen? I assume killing the queen's going to be fine, because I'm not going to try to track down all the ants spread out all over the terrain. Kind of similar to the fungus, I'm just going to kill the main structure, not try to track down all of the fungal beds and all that. I have never had luck pulling gear out of a helicopter rubble. I know it's there, I have done it, but the time it takes and the effort it takes, especially with medium strength and a poor shovel. I mean, if you got an entrenching tool and 12 strength, you can blow right through it. But at 8 or 9 strength with a stone shovel or something, it's just horrendously inefficient to try to do. So I've never really spent much time trying it. Alright, let's see. I've already followed this road. I'm going to go straight off-road a bit here, just to hope we find a body site or a helicopter site. We followed the road coming into that lab. I'm kind of torqued that I still have not found this level 1 computer book, or the early computer book. So I could hack those lab terminals and get the local map filled in. Hey, fungal flowers. So do fungal flowers count? Because fungal flowers are the tamest of the 3 fungal structures. As you can see, no fungals in the area, even though I'm pretty close to that flower. We'll go down and we'll wave at the flowers. There's a fungal flower, a fungal child, fungal blossom. Here they are. These are the tamest spread of the fungal stuff. Hey there, buddies. So, I guess that's good if we stick in the area here. I guess I could take it out. I'm trying to remember. Normally I do it with like an M2. Might be able to do it with a Barrett. I'm trying to remember the last time I took on the fungal flower thing. This one doesn't have... Yeah, I guess we could finish off this one. Let's do it. Let's take out the giant fungal blossom in the middle. Alright, stupid stuff. Let's throw our mask on so I don't get screwed here. So we've got the suit, the helmet, the gloves. Whoops, I need to take off my rollerblades. Off the rollerblades, wear the boots. Alright, so now we should have 100% coverage on all body parts. And we've got the gas mask, so should not be able to get the fungal infection. I don't think I have antifungals yet either, so if I get the fungal infection, could be bad. I don't have royal jelly, I don't have antifungals, I don't have cooking skill to make them. So, yeah, it could be a little bad. What are our rifle skill? Yeah, we hit rifle 2 and marksmanship 2. That's all I needed. So that's the only reason I blew out the 30 rounds I had in that other rifle, was just to make sure I pushed my skills up. Oh, I can't turn because of that bush right behind me. Fungal critters coming towards me. Alright, reset. Hey there, Barrett. Grab the Barrett mag. Reload that. Oops. Alright, you. Really? Anytime now, fire. Anytime now. There it goes. What kind of number am I getting from here? 63 and 37. Yeah, let's take the shot. 170, lost visual. Alright, so does that count? I hit it for 170, I hit it for 200. It's down. Fungal Blossom dies. That's gonna then let the fire spread the rest of the way into that. Poor sad little fungal flower. Look at all these wonderful fungal flower beds and Marlos flowers. I could be getting so many Marlos berries. There you go, for anybody worried about taking out a fungal flower. Fungal flower is, like I said, the probably easiest because it's not usually spread out massively. Unlike the other two fungal structures, the tower and the... I forgot the name of the other one. Those you'll see, like, you'll be up here and you'll see fungal creatures and fungal beds spreading in a huge radius around the thing. But the flowers are the least expansive of the three, so fairly easy to get to without too much difficulty. All right. Yeah, we'll reload that first. Then we'll put it away. Okay, see you, Fungal. I didn't technically need to set the fire. I could have just shot it as soon as I had line of sight on it. But the two big things when you're dealing with any kind of fungus related is either have ability to get rid of the fungal infection, and you can avoid the infection just by staying away from these spores and the fungal creatures. If you don't get adjacent to the spores or a fungal creature, you won't be infected. You can walk on the beds with no problem. So you can walk all over this fungal bed, no issues. Just stay away from the spores and the fungal creatures. If you do get near them, have 100% coverage on your body parts. And by 100%, I mean not things like have an item on your chest. If you notice here, coverage is 85%. You got to have 100% body part, or 100% clothing, where it says coverage. It has to say 100% here on every single body part. Not just a gas mask. Gas mask alone will not save you. Spores will land on your skin, and they can actually get into your system via skin. So you got to have 100% coverage. So full set of survivor gear will do it. All the survivor parts, barring odd survivor parts, like if you're doing the goofy survivor trench coat or things like that. Be careful to check. But the standard survivor parts all have 100% coverage. So if you're wearing full survivor set with the mask, then you're completely immune to any kind of infection from the spores. Alternatively, you can get infected as long as you know you can deal with it. If you have antifungal drugs, if you have mugwort oil that you've made a lot of, mugwort oil works as a antifungal. The blood filter CBM will instantly purge the problem, the infection. So a lot of ways to deal with it. But early game, just leave. There's just no point to trying to dealing with the fungus early game. Once you know how to deal with them and you're equipped, though, they're not all that dangerous. Oh, we got a mansion! Alright, so we have a mansion option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I guess that's about right. Alright. Throw my rollerblades back on. We might be able to do a quick skate through. Shocker Brute! Yeah, I don't have my M2 yet. Let's see. I'd love to take apart a Shocker Brute. 3 CBMs and Shocker Brutes. Guess we could hop out on the road here and get the Barrett out and drop the Shocker Brute and that Brute. Hop back in and drive off for a little bit because we're going to attract a lot of attention. A Skull Zombie? What the hell's a Skull Zombie? Where's a Skull Zombie? I haven't updated my graphics in the last few days. Wonder if there's a graphic for it. Oh, skull zombie. This creature's head is a hideous gray skull formed of human bone fragments and some sort of goo. Jagged teeth are visible as the thing works its jaw, and disturbingly human, lidless eyes stare at you from their sockets. The thing's fleshy ears are 4 sizes too large and droop under their own weight. Alright. A skull zombie, ladies and gentlemen. Another thing I've never seen before. Just keep adding cool stuff in. It's a shame that some of these you can't really tell what some of their effects are. Like maybe a skull zombie here with that goo that's on its head and its jagged teeth. Maybe it has a higher chance of giving bite wounds. I'm not sure how you would ever know that. Short of somebody code diving for the information and posting it somewhere. Yeah, you're fine in your RV because the spores and the zombies didn't get into the RV. So just being around the fungal beds doesn't do anything. You got to be adjacent to the spores or the creatures in order to actually get infected. The fungal bed all by itself does not actually hurt you in any way. So if you know what you're doing, you can actually walk through a big infected area completely without a problem. As long as you're really careful and a minor bit lucky. So I'm trying to decide here, do I shoot this guy? We've got, coming down into a little pocket where we've got Peterborough, and then we're kind of wedged into Canaan, and Stockholm, Ridgefield, bunch of them. So a little bit of forest. Mansions there. Typical configuration on a lot of the mansions would put the kitchen on the north corner there, and the library in this corner. But it depends on which mansion you get, whether it's got the internal pool back in this corner, or if it's got the external pool with the pool here and the big courtyard with a fountain here. So, I think we should. I really don't do all that much bang bang, so let's do some bang bang. Let's should have kept the Barrett in my inventory. Alright, nah, we'll just let go of the controls. We're not going to be here long. Come here, Barrett. I don't need that many shots. We'll just shoot out the door here. Actually, I can't see him yet. They're a little too far away. Come here, Shocker Brute. Get over here. I can barely see you where? Alright, okay, what kind of shot are we gonna get on that Shocker Brute? Come here, Barrett. I should probably do this from the edge of the vehicle so I get all the aim bonuses for prone, but nah. Let's see. Way out. Fire. Do. Shocker Brute. He is 53 out of 60 away. We've got about a 30% chance for a decent hit. That's not the best. Let's work our way in a bit. I am not in my rollerblades, right? No, I am not. Alright. Alright, he's closing the range. He can only fire at me from about 15. I do have that zombie coming at me from the north there. Can't quite get him on the next zoom level. What are we up to now? 39. Alright, let's shoot this close guy first. We'll probably splatter this guy in one shot. Yeah, 227. We'll let the Brute come a little closer. What the hell, Brute? You scared? What's going on here? That's in contravention to all of the zombie movement rules. Unless he spotted somebody closer to him, he wants to go nom nom. What the hell, man? All three of those guys are going another direction. Hey, man, that's not cool. I'm trying to shoot you in the face. Get over here. That's it. Follow me back to the vehicle. Come on. Get a little closer. How many are showing up? So far, just those two. Alright. Try to shoot from the frame of the vehicle. I've never really done this much, and I'm a little fuzzy on exactly the process here. But what I'm looking at is on the left. I scroll down to where it says bipod. Bipods are commonly used on rifles and machine guns, provide a forward rest and reduce motion, although or provide a forward rest and reduce motion. Although they greatly improve handling of recoil, they're usable only on certain surfaces and are slow to equip. So, my understanding is I'm standing on the edge of the vehicle frame, and I should be able to get that bonus, but I'm not sure if it shows somewhere that I'm getting the bonus. So, I just don't use these types of guns, and I don't really care enough usually, but we'll see what happens. Oh, another zombie coming up from there, huh? Alright. Yeah, crap. I gotta stay on that one zoom level. Alright, fire. What are we looking at? 44, 58. Still not the best. 1 damage. 176. 72. Yeah, I'm starting a little concerned. Now I got the guy hitting my van from the south. Come here, guy. You can sneak up behind me while I blow this brute apart. No, not him. Alright, and then we will wield our machete. Damn it! Ah, stupid duffel bag. Alright, nothing else in the area so far, even though I've been firing off a massive cannon. I've been seeing some weird results with noise recently. They really don't obey the rules like they used to. Thermal electric gloves. Nah, I can grab those if I need to. Alright, what else is coming? Don't care. Alright, Shocker Brute Corpse. 9 AM. Let's try it. 43 minutes. Yeah, kind of figured. Now stuff is going to come out and investigate. I'm not quite far enough from the mansion. Oops, dropped the wrong one. Pink tab. What's on the back side of my vehicle? Leave my vehicle alone. Also, I don't want it to be running while I'm out dissecting for 45 minutes. Huge waste of gas. Now 2 more finally show up. Bring me my Halligan bar, Mr. Firefighter. Or at least my firefighter belt. That was pretty easy. Halligan bar! No belt? No belt. Got the bar, though. Everything but the belts. Alright, cool. Now we can dump the crowbar. Alright, you guys, let me dissect this thing. Wired reflexes, power storage, and a burnt out. Alright, we'll take the wired. At least that I don't need power for. So, that's why I think I'd rather drive around. I have better chances, and it's easier for me to just kill shocker brutes and bio-operators and techs and so on than it is to slowly trudge my way through labs. So, just gotta set the circumstances. Actually, do I just want to go in the backside? I think I'm just going to go in the backside of the mansion. So, towards that end, let's dump the Barrett again. Right after we reload it. And That's all I'll worry about. Oops. Here comes the boomer bile. Come on, stamina. Alright, we're heading in. So, we got the exterior pool this time, so I'll have to rethink where things are going to be. Not wearing my rollerblades. Nothing in the front. No, acid zombie. Whoops, what's that out there? SWAT truck? SWAT truck! SWAT trucks are fun, but at this point, not sure what I would pull out of a SWAT truck. We'll go check it. There probably are some things I would care about, but there's... the list that I would care about is pretty small now. Go check the... Oops. Check out here real quick. Not the library. Oh yeah, that's right. The exterior pool's got the library on the north side with the bookcases. Hey, Necromancer. Goodbye, Necromancer. What do we got? Modern Trapper and nothing. Lovely. So if you didn't know, these the library up here has stairs down on one side and stairs up on the other side. Computer gaming, that gets me level 1, but doesn't get me to 3, so it's no real point to reading it. But there's the stairs up. So, no love in the library. I'm not going to bother going to search for medieval gear. I can actually make most of the medieval gear nowadays, so finding that stuff's not really helpful to me at this point. Let's not get acid jumped. This is getting a little chancy. Go to run mode. Alright, what you got? Yeah, like I said. Sig Pro 40 cal. Nice early, but I don't care about that right now. Flashbang suppressor I don't need. So. Diesel? 9 liters. We weren't just about full. Wasp alert! Wasp alert! Stop running. Nah, let's lead him around back. Whoops. Alright, I screwed this up. I got myself pinned. That was silly. Really silly. Damn it. Don't break my duffel bag. Damn it, ran myself out of stamina again. A bunch of zombies coming at me. That was not wise. Leave me alone, zombies. Leave me alone. Whoops. Well, this is interesting. Where'd that crew come from? I was paying attention to what was behind me, didn't notice what was in front of me. Huh. I somehow left the wired reflexes sitting on the ground too. But Dan, my point is that I don't care about those things. I understand that those things are important for your chance of success. The point I'm making is, when you have those skills, all it does is lower the reported number. So, if I don't have computers or First Aid 8 and I try to install a CBM, it might tell me a 40% fail rate. When I have First Aid 8, I only get told a 30% fail rate. So those numbers are reported in the number it gives me. I understand completely about the skill levels and what's necessary and how to improve them and so on. You want high intelligence, you want high first aid, high computers, high electronics. That's all great. All those things do, though, is lower the number it reports. So, if you're maxed out on everything and you try to install a CBM and it tells you 20%, that's taking into account all of those skills. The number reported says 20%. My issue is that even with all of that, in best circumstances, when it tells me 20%, when it shows me the number based on whatever skills I do have, if I then try to install over the course of the last 20 challenge series, the numbers that they're showing me after it's done all those computations in no way represent the numbers I'm actually seeing when I do it. So my average failure rate might be 50%, but I'm actually experiencing a fail rate of like 75% over hundreds and hundreds of installation attempts. Not just once in a while, not just me being grumpy and not understanding negative bias and all that kind of stuff. I've got a pool of trials now that is extending out to ridiculous numbers, and it just keeps happening every single time I go through this. So I'm very well aware of exactly how the mechanics work. Again, it's not those mechanics I argue with. It's what number they actually show me at the end after it computes all of my various intelligence factors and so on. It just doesn't match up. So, how am I going to kill all these things? Only one I'm worried about really is probably the acid zombie. All the rest, as soon as I dump the duffel bag, then we should be good. No, that's not the problem. The problem is not getting better. The problem is the number reported does not match the number that actually occurs. I don't care if the number is 80% and I have no skills. If I have 0, 0, 0, 0 in all the skills and I have an 8 intelligence and it tells me a 75% fail rate, but when I then take CBMs and try to install 1,000 times and I get a 90% fail rate, there's a problem, because I should have, within reason, it'll fluctuate, yes, but with enough samples, it should be around 75% fail rate with a large enough sample size. What's happening, though, is I'm getting told 40% fail rate, but I'm actually experiencing over hundreds and hundreds of installations, more like a 60% fail rate. So, that's my point. It's not that I can't make the numbers better. It's just that what's reported to me and what I'm actually seeing are totally different. So, fight. Low stamina. Nothing too dangerous. Take a lot of swinging. I'm going to burn my stamina doing it. Health is okay. I'm less concerned about what's here than what's going to show up while I'm fighting these stupid things. I think if I dump the duffel bag right now, got the wrong weapon in hand as well. We're going to take some hits while we wait for that. Acid zombie's the only one that slightly worries me. Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? Dump that. Then we are going to activate the machete. We'll drop the Halligan. And you go first. Let's see, who's got me grabbed? Who's being a punk? Got the full gear on, got the gas mask on, so he doesn't worry me. I really need to get rid of the acid zombie. What I don't want is to be surrounded and grabbed when the acid zombie shows up and I get pinned in an acid pool. That's the only thing I'm now really mildly concerned about. I'm trying to think of the best way I can drop that acid zombie. I might charge him right now. Take the acid damage once. It'll be manageable with full survivor gear. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move towards him, make sure I get a good arrangement of bodies. So we'll run, we'll walk, wait here, slash, that's what I didn't want. Alright, at least there's no acid pool under me. We took more damage than I expected. Alright, now I'm getting my crap ripped apart. That's going to annoy me. What am I going to lose? My scabbard? I can make a new scabbard, that's no problem. Oh, my backpack got that destroyed? What exactly does that mean? Not sure what that means. That's kind of weird looking. Whoa. Good job, grabber. Yeah. A little messier than I'd expected. My approach to the acid zombie kind of sucked. I was debating whether to just make a little bit of room, try to switch over to the gun, but it would have taken so much time to swap to the rifle, get some aim, shoot, then swap back again. I didn't think it was going to be worth it. So we took a little more acid damage than I thought. The rest of it went about the way I expected. Yeah, I messed up my backpack, though. Yeah, let's go grab all the stuff. Feral Hunter had a lot of stuff with him. Not sure why I'm bothering to pulp anything. Acid zombie! Don't need the crowbar. I do want to make sure I grab those wired reflexes, though. And where is my X'd out backpack? Trying to figure out just what that means, the way it's showing that info. Roller skates. Alright, I think I got everything picked back up again. So yeah, I screwed that run up pretty good. Got a little impatient there, moving through the mansion. Got myself hit too many times. Where am I seeing all these zombies? Just off screen. Oh, way down there. Hey, zombies! Alright, let's do one last look through the list here. grab that laser sight. Oh, MRE. Almost missed an MRE. Let's just unload SIG. Challenge is going pretty good. We've got the Roach House done, and we've got the easier of the fungal done, the fungal flowers. Alright, famished again. I don't know, having the recycling system really doesn't feel like it's lowering the amount of food input I need. I know I've got high metabolism, but it still seems like the balance is off. Be about time to go do another pine nut run here. Have to start hammering on the MREs too. Let's have some tuna fish. And nah, nothing to drink. Alright, so mansion was a bust. At least we got the wired reflexes off the shocker brute. Get moving again. Feral predator. Yeah, there's some nasties out here. That was a pretty tame group. There's the predator. I really want to get my M2 installed on this vehicle. I'm really itching to get the M2 rolling so I can just pop those guys as I drive around. I think this group might possibly have been pulled out of the city area from with my gunfire, with the Barrett firing, and they didn't have quite enough range to get to me. They'll only travel so far. Don't really need a garage anymore. I'm not seeing any bookstores, no school. Let's see, how do I want to handle this? Huge residential district. And it's wedged up against forests. Let's keep going for the moment. Trying to remember the last time I saw a helicopter this run. Have I seen a single helicopter so far this challenge? They kind of blend together after a while. There's an open sewer. A lot of techs and shocker zombies in an open sewer. I wanted to take the risk of trying to pull them away and kill them somewhere where I could actually have a chance of dissecting them. Whoa, look at that crowd. What is that, all zombie dogs? Skeletal dogs? We must have a dog pound or a animal park nearby. That's quite the Cujo moment. No, Cujo, no! What is there? What is in the area here? It's got to be... Yep. Oh, nope, that's the... recycling center. Ooh, recycling center. Where did all these damn dogs come from? Usually I see that happen when there's some kind of an animal place nearby. I'm not seeing one. We just got... I mean, there's a pound, but that's not it. Usually it's a dog park. That kind of thing. I don't see one. I don't know where all those came from. That is quite the pack, though. Huh. So recycling centers are pretty awesome. Man, if I just had my power generation, I could get my dielectric turned on, I'd rollerblade my way right in there and just check it real quick. Yeah, that does have a bit of the puppy apocalypse look to it. Alright, The road continues. That endpoint was just a trailhead. Might be able to scoot underneath that way. Yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering the last time I saw a helicopter. Oh, there's my cargo spaces. So, I mentioned the sewer and the technicians. So that's the sewer right above this building here. There's one tech. 2 techs. There's probably at least a couple more. Somewhere back here in the shadows. But, kind of wedged into the middle of the city there. I think I'll pass. Another feral predator. Shock zombie. Vehicles that are interesting. Really? All fitness gyms? 3 fitness gyms, no dojos. So, recycle bin, or recycle center is the only thing I see that's mildly interesting. School! Oh, we got a school and a bunker. Alright, that's interesting. School's not the best setup because it's wedged on top of the city and it's got forest surrounding portion of it, so it's going to be hard for me to kind of circle it to pull kiddies out of the school. Might be better for a night run, but I really need to get into the library, and I guess this isn't too bad if I can approach from here and then even circle around a little bit. I can pull things out and away. But let's angle up, then we'll go check that bunker first. Oh, APC! There's my M2. Oh, gimme! No, stupid grabber zombie! You're in the exact wrong place. Bad grabber. PC. Could have gas, but I've got 2 full tanks, nearly full anyway. What are the chances I cannot get attention right over here? So if we stop here, I pop out and got the machete, but I need to get my backpack and my duffel bag fixed up before I do anything. Only a couple coming at me at the moment. Alright, let's take a chance. I just want to kill whatever's currently got me aggroed. I'll be able to put the machete in my scabbard when I run over there. Guys to the southeast haven't seen me yet. Alright, let's try it. Let's see if we can go get the M2. Whoops! What's coming? I think those are animals. Yeah, those are kittens. Trying to stay in the shadow of the APC here. All I want is the M2. Mounted M2 Browning. Yes. Give me. How long is it going to take? 3 minutes. Do eat. Do eat. Alright, we got the Browning out. 21 liters of diesel, huh? Nah, I don't need the diesel. I'm pretty sure I already mounted the turret mount. Let's yank the 5-point harness as well. Go away, you punk. Need a 5-point harness and the other 5-point harness. Oh, that's right. I don't have the space for those. That's all right. Just give me the Browning. That's what I care about. Uh-oh. Shocker zombie, where? Alright. Nobody to worry about yet. How big is this thing? Only 6 volume? Alright, cool. Toss that into the vehicle. And... score! Alright. was one of the big things I needed. Let's go find a nice quiet field to stick in for just a few minutes. And Spitter Zombie is not quiet. Too close to too many buildings. Alright, we'll stop right here. Okay, first things first. Where did I install that? Turret mount! Alright, install M2 Browning turret. Alright, got the Browning turret in. Now, did it magically disappear that belt of ammo that it usually does, which is really goddamn irritating? I think it did, as usual. Nothing on the ground anywhere nearby. It didn't. Nope, didn't automatically unload it. I think it magically disappeared it yet again. Should have remembered to pull the ammo belt out of that thing first. Did it put it in my inventory? Oh, yes it did. Alright, cool. Reload. Alright, so we got the Browning in now. Now we can take pot shots. Make this a little faster. Next up, give me the Tailor kits. Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. I need leather patches and rags. Oh, and or rags. Am I still packing around any leather? A jacket? Yeah, I'm never going to use the jacket. That's not what I want. Too confusing. Alright, that'll work. Next up, let's get some new bandages going on. Oops. Didn't mean to caffeine pill. And we'll throw disinfectant on a couple. That's right. Another bottle. Okay. Yep, that's the warning message, Hatan. Well, the number reported is going to be the chance of success. or 100% minus chance of success. It's showing you your fail rate, not your success rate. Alright, so we're bandaged up. We got the M2 installed. We're going to go down to the bunker. And also check out that school if possible.